How I learned English using social media. 1 year ago, I couldn't speak English. I could read a little, understand a few words, and maybe write basic sentences, but speaking. That was my biggest fear. Every time someone spoke to me in English, I froze. My name is Alex, and this is the story of how I used social media to overcome my fear and finally learn English. I grew up in a small town where English was just a subject in school. Teachers wrote grammar rules on the blackboard and asked us to memorize them. No one spoke English, not even the teachers. We only focused on exams, not communication. I passed my school exams, but deep inside, I knew I couldn't actually use English. After finishing school, I moved to the city to find work. That's where my real struggle began. Most companies required basic English. Even when the job didn't need speaking with foreigners, they still wanted someone who could understand emails, talk politely, or attend meetings. I failed in my interviews not because I didn't have skills, but because I couldn't speak English confidently. I felt embarrassed, rejected, and left out. One evening, after another failed interview, I was sitting in my small rented room. I opened YouTube to relax, hoping to distract myself. A video popped up, How I Learned English Using YouTube. Out of curiosity, I clicked on it. A young guy was talking about his journey, and how he watched English videos daily, repeated the sentences, and slowly improved. He seemed so confident, so fluent. I thought, if he can do it, why can't I? That night, I made a decision. I wouldn't give up. I would use social media, not just for entertainment, but to learn English. And I would do it in my own way. The next morning, I opened YouTube again, but this time with a notebook and pen. I searched for simple English conversations, daily routine videos, and beginner English lessons. I turned on subtitles. In the beginning, I watched one video 5 or 6 times. I paused after every sentence, repeated it out loud, and wrote down new words. I didn't worry about grammar or mistakes. I just wanted to understand and speak. Slowly, I began to understand full sentences. I started recognizing words and phrases. I even tried copying the speaker's tone and accent. I realized that learning English wasn't only about grammar, it was about listening, speaking, and using it daily. Then, I discovered Instagram Reels. I had been using Instagram before, but just for fun, funny videos, memes, and pictures. This time, I started searching for English learning pages. I followed teachers who posted short videos with tips, vocabulary, and phrases. Some reels were only 15 seconds long, but they taught me expressions like, "What's up, hang on," or "Let's catch up." I began using these phrases with myself. I looked in the mirror and practiced. It felt silly at first, but it helped. One day, I saw a challenge on Instagram: speak one sentence in English every day and post it. At first, I hesitated. What if people laughed at me? What if I made mistakes? But then I thought, why should I care? I'm learning. I'm trying. So I joined the challenge. My first video was just 5 seconds. I said, "Hello, my name is Alex. I am learning English." My voice was shaking, but I posted it. Surprisingly, people were kind. Some even encouraged me. One comment said, "Keep going, bro. You are doing great." That small comment gave me so much confidence that I started posting more. Sometimes, I described my day in English. Sometimes, I shared a word I learned. With each video, I felt more confident. My pronunciation improved. I stopped translating from my native language in my head and started thinking directly in English. I also joined English-speaking groups on Facebook. There, people from all over the world practiced English. We didn't judge each other. We made mistakes, laughed, and corrected one another. I made a few online friends who were also learning. We practiced on voice calls. In the beginning, our conversations were awkward and full of pauses. But slowly, they became smooth. We talked about food, culture, dreams, and life. One of them, a girl from Brazil, told me, "You inspire me, Alex. You are improving so fast." I smiled. No one had ever said that to me before. Social media became my teacher. YouTube taught me listening and pronunciation. Instagram taught me short phrases and daily expressions. Facebook gave me a chance to talk and practice. I realized I didn't need a classroom or expensive courses. What I needed was consistency and courage. Every day, I spent at least 1 hour learning. I watched English movies with subtitles. I listened to English songs and wrote down lyrics. I followed English speakers and copied their style. I even started reading short English stories and news articles. I used apps like HelloTalk and Tandem to chat with native speakers. Some replied, some didn't. But I kept going. 1 year later, everything changed. I got a call for another interview. This time, when the interviewer asked, "Tell me something about yourself," I smiled and answered confidently, "Sure. My name is Alex. I come from a small town, and I've been working on my English for the past year using social media platforms like YouTube and Instagram." The interviewer looked impressed. I got the job. Now, I help new learners. I make videos in both my native language and English, sharing tips on how to learn using free resources. People message me saying, "Alex, your journey gives us hope." And I always tell them the same thing: if I can learn, you can too. You just need a phone, internet, and the will to try. I still learn every day. English is a big language, and there's always more to understand. But now, I'm no longer afraid. I don't panic when someone speaks English. I don't run away from conversations. I look forward to them. Social media changed my life. It became my classroom, my friend, and my guide. I didn't just learn a language, I gained confidence, courage, and a new future. If you're reading this and struggling with English, remember this: you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. One word at a time. One sentence at a time. One day at a time. 3 months had passed since I got the job. I was working in customer support for a small tech company, where English was part of my daily life. At first, I was nervous every time the phone rang or when I had to write emails. But I kept using the same method that helped me learn: practice, patience, and positivity. One evening after work, I sat at my desk and opened Instagram. I looked at my old videos, the ones where I could barely say a full sentence in English. I smiled. It felt like looking at a different person. That night, an idea came to my mind: what if I help others the same way I was helped? The next morning, I recorded a short video. "Hi everyone, I'm Alex. 1 year ago, I couldn't speak English. But I used social media to learn it. If I can do it, so can you. I'll share one tip every day. Let's grow together." I didn't expect much from that video. But within hours, comments started appearing. "Thanks, bro. I needed this. Please share more tips. Your story is just like mine." Suddenly, I wasn't just a learner, I was a guide. Every day, I posted one short lesson. Sometimes a new word, sometimes a sentence, or a way to build confidence. I told people not to be afraid of mistakes, because mistakes are part of learning. I showed them how to use subtitles, how to shadow native speakers, and how to talk to themselves in English. People started sending me messages from India, Brazil, Nigeria, and even Japan. One boy wrote, "Alex, I live in a village and my English is poor, but your videos give me hope." I replied to each message, encouraging them, because I knew exactly how they felt. One weekend, I went live for the first time. I was nervous, but I wanted to show people that I was just like them, an ordinary guy who kept trying. More than 50 people joined the live session. They asked questions, practiced speaking with me, and even shared their fears. It was emotional. We weren't just learning English, we were building a community. Now, every evening after work, I give 1 hour to help others. I don't earn anything from it yet, but I gain something bigger, purpose. Helping others learn reminds me of my own journey. It keeps me grounded. And that's where I am today. I'm still learning, still growing. But now, I'm not alone. And neither are you. If you're reading this, remember, you don't need to be perfect. Just be consistent. Keep learning, and one day, someone will say, "Because of you, I didn't give up." That's when you'll know, your journey has truly begun. 6 months had passed since I began helping others online. My English had improved more than I ever imagined. But something even bigger had started to grow in me, a new dream. One day after work, I was walking home when I passed by a language coaching center. The glass doors were open, and I heard someone practicing English inside. I stopped and listened. Their voice was shaking. I smiled because it reminded me of myself a year ago. That night, a thought came to me. What if I open my own small center someday? A place for people like me, who are afraid to speak, who can't afford expensive classes, who just need a little push. At first, the idea felt too big. Who was I to open a center? I was just a learner myself. But then I remembered where I started, from zero, with just a phone and internet. So I began planning. Not big things, just small steps. I started a free weekend group class in my tiny apartment. I moved my bed to the corner and placed 5 plastic chairs in a circle. I invited local people through WhatsApp groups and Instagram stories. On the first day, only 2 people came, a young boy named Rohit and a college girl named Priya. Both were shy, just like I had been. We introduced ourselves. I shared my story, and then I made them speak. Not perfect sentences, just simple ones. What did you eat today? What is your favorite movie? Slowly, they opened up. I didn't correct every mistake. I just encouraged them to keep speaking. The next week, 5 more people came. Then 10. Soon, my apartment was full on weekends. People sat on the floor, stood by the door, and practiced English with each other. It wasn't fancy, but it was real. Don't forget like and subscribe and press the bell icon, then I get motivation to make more videos.